Hey guys, it's Mike at Sepulpa Times.
And Lucy with the City of Sepulpa.
I want to get Lucy confused and stuff right before we get going on the live there. I like to just get her wheels turning.
Yeah.
Or something. Anyway, maybe we should have moved it outside. I'm looking it wasn't this nice when I first sat down.
I know.
At 7:30, and now it's bright and sunshiny and stuff outside.
It's gonna be like 63.
Yeah, can you believe it? It's a week before Christmas and 60s. I mean, that's Oklahoma for you.
Yeah, it was super cold. Now it's great.
Yeah, and we're actually going to talk a little bit about what we think the effect will be on the Christmas shoot as a result of that. Speaking of that, I mean, that's obviously like the biggest thing to talk about today is the crowds that were here over the weekend. So we had a fantastic Christmas parade. I really enjoyed it. I think you enjoyed it less than I did.
Yeah.
She was just telling me how she basically ate pavement.
I did.
Pretty badly while she was working on stuff. Did you get the chance to see any of the floats? I was going to ask you what your favorite float was.
Yes, my favorite float, I think, was Ardagh.
Was which one?
Ardagh.
Yeah. Man,
that was so good.
They set the bar so high.
I know.
It's like you can't.
1,600 glass bottles.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And so their movie was the Charlie Brown Christmas, right? Mm-hmm. And they had a really great little Snoopy doghouse and stuff made out of glass bottles.
Yeah.
Did they win? Do we know who won?
I have not heard.
Okay, neither have I. So we'll find out and we'll let you guys know on Wednesday who actually won. Mm-hmm. I was looking at photos that Chris Neal sent over, and just great crowd, lots of smiling faces, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think I'd have to agree with you. I think Ardagh probably took it.
Yeah, they took it to another
they were
level.
just a great float. I will say, and I can't remember, did they have the snow machine? There were a couple of snow machine floats on there that I think did a really good job.
Yeah, there was also, someone did Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
And they had the actual, a very similar car with the Christmas tree.
Station wagon, with the Christmas tree on top.
It was like an excavation.
And I think they had Clark Griswold up on top with like the Christmas lights and stuff.
Yeah,
man, that was a good one. I might be changing my answer now because I like that movie better.
That was a really good one.
Yeah. So I heard that they were putting like a limit on how many people could do certain movies and stuff, but I saw so many Grinches out there. It's like everybody decided to do Grinch or Charlie Brown.
Yeah, I was told that there was a limit and that Jordan only let like so many do each movie. So it's possible that people said one movie and then changed it.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know for sure, but I also don't know if, there were 73 entries.
Yeah, it was a lot.
There was over 113 actual mobile vehicles in the parade.
Yeah, because some of these entries had multiple vehicles.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's possible that somebody said one movie and then changed it, or maybe something slipped through and we allowed more than two Grinches. I don't know. But I will say there wasn't enough of repeat to stand out to me. I mean, there was a lot of Grinch, but...
Well, I think the Grinch is, because it's so commercially successful, it's not hard to find Grinch decorations or costumes or anything like that.
Right.
And so that's the easiest movie to do,
right.
I think. So it's like, oh, we're going to do the Christmas, okay, Grinch.
Right.
And so they just go to buy the Grinch costume and everything. And which just goes to show that when somebody like Ardagh or one of the other floats puts forth the effort to really stand out a little bit, they did good. In fact, let's see, who was it? It was Young Minds, Big Ideas. They did A Year Without Santa Claus, I think, which looked pretty cute. Did you see them?
Yes.
They were all dressed up as little characters.
Yeah.
It's not a movie I've ever seen, so I didn't know it.
I haven't either.
That was, they really...
Yeah.
They were intentional about trying to do something different. I appreciate that very much. So, lots of crowds down here, though. Big crowds. Lots of people.
There was lots of people.
Yeah. What do you think do you think that we had as many people as we had last year?
I kind of looked at those pictures this weekend, like this year's picture versus last year's picture, and I think they're probably similar or very close. The roads felt very much the same when I was walking down and picking up the chains and things like that at cleanup. It did feel very similar. I will say there was a lot of changes made with the parade committee and the shoot committee, and working with the police department. I feel like it was way more organized. So like the corner of Dewey and Main was very organized.
Yes, yeah, what? And you can see that in the drone photo too.
Right.
It looks, oh wow, this looks great.
Right. It wasn't just mass chaos. Like we were prepared for the extra people. And so I think it was very similar, but I think we just handled it a lot better.
I think so too, yeah. That was one benefit. Last year was kind of the first year they did, I think, yeah, last year was the first year that we had a Christmas parade that was just bonkers because of the Christmas shoot. The first year I felt like we didn't have near the same kind of crowd. But the shoot was brand new, not a lot of people knew about it.
Right.
And this is our first year that we got to actually react to a lot of the issues that arose last year.
Right.
And I think in fact, it was kind of funny because we were doing the group chat afterwards, and somebody said that it really felt like Times Square after New Year's Eve.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, with the amount of debris and stuff that was left around, but also the crowd and everything. It's obvious that everybody had a great time. I personally had people come and tell me, hey, that was a fantastic parade. And they had been to the Tulsa parade, and they liked ours better, but I knew they would. I mean, there's a reason why Lori Fulbright and Craig Day came down to be in our parade.
I will say also, yeah, because there's two other parades the same day.
There
But I
were.
will say I saw a lot of chit-chat on the chit-chat pages that actually wanted to do business with certain businesses that were in the parade or wanted to join groups like Jeepers Anonymous and things like that because of their involvement in the parade and how much effort they put in there.
Good.
So that was
Thank
really
you guys.
cool to
Yeah,
see.
that's awesome. That's really good to see when they're like, hey, I appreciate the support and we want to go support you guys.
Right.
That's great. Now, okay, so you mentioned earlier that there were like all these mobile vehicles. So that I wanted to ask, all of the Jeeps that were there, were each one of those afloat, or was like Jeepers Anonymous one float?
Jeepers Anonymous was one float.
But there was like a dozen Jeeps in there. Or
Right,
something.
that's what I'm talking
Holy
about. So that's the
cow.
thing. We had
Okay.
72 entries, but there's over 113 actual floats because we count them as one.
Wow, yeah, okay. There was one Jeep that had a snow machine. Or they were trying to do a snow machine.
Yes.
Did you see it?
It had snow on Main Street.
Okay,
So it may
by the
have
time
ran
they got
up.
to the shoot, it was not snow. It was like soapy water. And Nick Nicholas, Elizabeth's husband, said he saw it coming. And at this point, it's just like basically spraying your face with like whatever that was. It wasn't snow. And then he saw it coming, and he just took off his hat and shielded his wife's face from it.
Well,
That's
at
just
least he was a
being
gentleman.
a thoughtful husband.
Yeah.
But it was good. But it was a good effort. And so anyway, great parade. I'm getting all the comments right now. A lot of people loved all the floats. Great parade. Showman said that the Ghostbusters was awesome, which I thought was also very cool.
Right.
And it wasn't just one car. They had like 3 Ghostbusters cars and like 6 actual Ghostbusters
Yes.
walking around. So that was
Yeah.
cool.
They were like running around high-fiving people on Main Street.
Yeah.
So I don't
We had a
think-
lot of that
okay.
down. Yeah.
Okay.
It was great, man. And kids loved it.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. So, I hope you guys got the chance to come out. It was a great time. You really missed it if you didn't get to come out there. And then Sunday was also busy.
Bonkers.
Yep. And then, so what do we think is going to happen? So that was kind of, the Christmas parade is like the big event at the Christmas shoot.
Right.
And so, what do you think is going to happen now? Are people going to get bored and they're going to quit coming? Or
No, I think that, well, yesterday was very much evident that the good weather brought everyone out. I wasn't here, like I drove by, but I wasn't on duty yesterday. I'm on duty tonight. But I will say, driving by, last night's crowd felt as big as after the parade.
Yeah, that's what because I was here at about 6:15. I had to
Okay.
come by the chamber, and I just stopped and looked at I was like, man, that was just so
it
much.
felt huge. And so tonight's only going to be 1 degree colder. So I have a feeling that it's going to be very similar. With Christmas being 1 week away, I think it's just going to stay busy.
Yeah,
And stay
especially
packed.
because we're not expecting a lot of rain or anything like that over the next week. So, just a little heads up, if you're a business, I know a bunch of you shops and stuff, you guys decide to close on Monday and Tuesday, usually because you're working hard on the weekend, but also the crowds tend to be lighter in the weekend, during the week. And I'm just going to say that you may want to go ahead and open up for Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah.
And by Wednesday, most of you guys already open. But yeah, we're expecting good crowds, I think, throughout the rest of this week and into next weekend for sure. So, and there's some good stuff happening too. We'll talk about that. Before we do that, though, I do want to pivot a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about some congratulations, some big ones actually, to the Ping Pings. Do you want to talk about that real quick?
Yeah, so our Ping Pings went out this weekend. If you don't know what a Ping Ping is, you're missing out. It is a Sapulpa dancer. And so they went out and they competed at state. And they came home with a 6A state kick championship, state title. Yes. I was like, championship does not sound right. I read your words, but that doesn't sound right.
No, I just copied it straight from the Facebook.
No, that's fine, but it sounded weird in my head. So they came home with their 6A state title. They are the champions. They also competed at OSDTDA, which is a lot of letters. I know this is a big one that they prepare for every year. They came home with the grand champion in their kick routine, the highest scoring routine across 1A through 6A in all dance genres. And so congratulations to them for not only taking state, but also being the overall winner.
Yep, and that's the second time in history that's ever happened, that last one there. So congratulations, guys. I actually happened to be at Brahms when they were coming back. I was picking up milk and stuff because my wife, she always needs milk at like the most inconvenient times, and I have to go get it. And it was like late. We were worried we were not going to get there in time because, you know, Brahms closes. They actually closed pretty late for Sapulpa, but it was after the parade and everything. And I was closing down the chute. So anyway, we got there. By the time I was getting there, Brahms was closing, and they had decided to stay open because they knew the Ping Pings were coming in. And so I don't know what time all the employees got out of there, but I bet it was close to midnight.
Oh, yeah.
So they stayed open. So thanks for supporting the Ping Pings there, Brahms. We appreciate you guys for doing that. Congratulations, ladies. That is a really, really high honor that you guys got. And I told them when I saw you guys at Brahms, I said I'm not surprised at all because the Ping Pings have been a really great tradition of Sapulpa for a long time. And so the fact that you're going out there and kicking butt and taking names is just just more of what the Ping Pings do. So
Exactly.
the other one that I wanted to make sure we mention, and I feel bad, I haven't had the opportunity to actually see this, but it's been going on for a long time, and it's Handel's Messiah that happens at First Methodist Church in Sapulpa. And what is great is this performance has been going on for literally decades, and I think like more than 50 years. I think so. I think. And it's the Sapulpa choir and the choir alumni that combine to do this performance. And so that's going to be on Tuesday, December the 17th from 7:30 at First United Methodist. It's a really, really great performance. If you're into this sort of thing, I would definitely recommend checking it out. I think that it's going to be a good show, and you may want to get there early because my understanding is that this is such a good performance that it usually fills up pretty quickly. And so be sure to go check that out, and I'll have to do that. I can't do it this year. I've got a board meeting right in the middle of that thing, so I'll have to do it next year. But save me a seat for next year, guys. So.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Let's talk about what else is happening. We've got some shoot events. I just want to talk about Monday and Tuesday stuff, mostly this one right here, if you want to bring it up.
All right. So this year, tonight at 5:30 will be the 6th annual wreathing ceremony for all fallen officers. It'll be at the Creek County Courthouse. We have Oklahoma Representative Chris Banning. He is the guest speaker. And we have Assistant District Attorney Isaac Shields that will lay each of the wreaths. So come out to that tonight. Like I said, the Christmas shoot's going to be wild at 5:30. Be there or be square.
Be there or be square. I'm glad you said that. That's nice and dorky. And that's not really a Christmas shoot event. That was one that they asked us to put out on the calendar. But we've got a lot of law enforcement loving individuals here, so I'm sure you guys would want to know about that. Also on Monday, later that evening, will be the Yuchi Mission singing. And honestly, I don't have a whole lot of information about this. This is just the details they gave us, and I think it's something to do with the Yuchi Mission School. They'll be singing from from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. over at the Grinch stage. And what I think is happening, I could be completely wrong, but I think what they're doing is they're singing traditional Christmas carols in their native Yuchi language. I
Okay.
think that's right. And maybe they'll mix in some regular, English-speaking Christmas carols there. But that'd be cool to hear. So be sure to come and check that out as well. And then tomorrow, we're bringing back the train. Tell them about the train, Luz.
All right, you can come down from 3 to 6 p.m. and you can ride the awesome Christmas train. It'll take you down and around the entire Christmas shoot, so you don't have to walk it. This is for senior citizens. You will meet at the Grinch stage to be picked up, load onto the train. It'll take you down and around, and then it'll bring you back to the Grinch stage where everyone will offload. So I know that it wasn't super busy last week, and so towards the end of the night, they did allow kids and others to ride the train. But this is for our senior citizens, so please make sure that if you are attempting to get on the train, that you make sure that those that can't walk the chute get the opportunity first.
Yeah, that's who it's for, first and foremost. The other kind of new thing, I don't think we've had this happen yet this year. The local Cub Scouts will be out here doing a pecan sale. Pecan or pecan? Which one do you say? Which one do you say?
Pecan.
Okay.
I used to say pecan,
also.
and then I was like, that doesn't sound right. Because that's what
right.
my dad said.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Pecan?
and so it was a pecan. I was like, that's a pecan.
That's not. Well, I mean, it's positives. It's pecan. It's not a pecant.
It's a pecan pie.
Yeah, not a
Yeah.
pecant pie.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Anything's possible.
Pecans.
Okay.
Pecan.
So pecans, yeah. Pecan sale.
You're making
Local
me
Cub Scouts going to be doing that.
Mix it all up in my brain now.
Yep. You're welcome.
Okay.
So that'll be happening at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. over at the Lodge Gazebo. Be sure to come and check that out. Support the local Cub Scouts there. And then lastly, we will be having the Streetwalker tours. And no, Sherman, it's not what you think it is, as you have mentioned on Facebook before. It is a really great group of folks to come down and do a cool, free tour of the history of the buildings in downtown Sapulpa. And so really great. It's pretty cool. If you don't already know the history, there's actually a lot of history that most people don't know.
Yep.
And you just walk the street and they give you a little informational tour about it. And then they'll be doing that at 7 o'clock and then 8 o'clock tomorrow as well. And then that's all we're going to talk about as far as shoot events. We'll talk about the rest of it on Wednesday.
All right, and then don't forget to go to route66christmasshoot.com. And now it's at the top of the website and not the bottom. Register for the giveaway where we are giving away a Stanley Cup, a gift certificate to somewhere in town, and some chocolate. But this week it will be followed, or it will also include, not followed. It will include. All right, it will include a night at the Igloos. That is going to be sponsored by Freedom Electric Services. They are donating a 2-hour event down at the Igloos for you with this giveaway.
Now, you didn't get to hang out with me when I did the show at the Igloos of Jordan, but
No.
haven't you been there? Didn't you have
Yes,
another part?
I've been there.
They're fun, aren't they?
They are.
Yes, this is something you're going to want to sign up for. By the way, if you signed up previously and you haven't won yet, that's okay. You're in this drawing too. But if you have not signed up for the giveaway yet, sign up for this one. I mean, if nothing else. I mean, because first of all, it's hard to get a booking at the Igloos now.
It is.
And
They're
so
full.
Jonathan was able to wrangle that one together, so we appreciate him doing that. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Great opportunity to just hang out with friends and family. Maybe you do a gift exchange. Maybe you get the s'mores or something before you see the rest of the Christmas shoot.
Yeah.
But it's really cool. And I think once you do it once, you're going to want to come back and do it every year.
Yeah, I don't know which one he's giving away, and I don't know what that looks like yet for all the details. But I do know that if you go and you book the gingerbread house igloo, they give you a gingerbread house to make.
Do they?
They
I
do.
did not know that.
Mhm.
That's cool.
So there's little special things in all of the igloos based on their themes. But the gingerbread one is one that I know because I was in there.
Okay.
So
It's good to know. Did not know that. I guess I got to book the gingerbread house. I don't know if that'll be this one or what. And I think it kind of depends on what day they want to do it.
Okay.
So what's available. So, but anyway, that's a really great giveaway. So thank you, Freedom Electric, for sponsoring that. to make it happen. Thanks to Okie Kids Inflatables for the igloos, always. And then that's it. I've got a joke, though. Do you have a joke today, Lucy? I've got a joke. I've got a good one. This is so good that I told my wife earlier because, she doesn't watch our show.
And she probably just...
She was brushing her teeth this morning whenever I told her this joke. And I swear she about spat toothpaste all over the mirror because she laughed so hard.
Okay.
That's not true at all. She did not do that. She rolled her eyes so hard they about fell out of her head.
Perfect.
So it's pretty good, though.
Perfect.
All right. So, Lucy, what do you get when a bunch of chess players start bragging about their games in the hotel lobby? What, you can't figure that out just by what I said?
Bragging about their game in a hotel lobby?
Mm-hmm.
Challenge them.
No.
No? Okay.
It's a bunch of chestnuts boasting in an open foyer.
Okay.
Like the song. Right?
The song?
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Oh,
You know that song?
nope.
What? Are you messing with me right now?
No, I don't know that song.
All right. So, all right. Well, after we get done with the show, Lucy and I are going to pull up the Christmas playlist here.
Okay.
And I'm going to show her that. I don't. Why did you laugh then? If you didn't get the joke, you're just being nice.
No, it was kind of funny.
It was funny.
Like the punchline is funny, even if you don't know what it means.
Okay. I don't see how you got that, but okay. Thank you for that. I appreciate that it was funny.
There were chestnuts.
You're right. There were chestnuts boasting in an open foyer.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, that's all we got for you today.
That's all we got. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you again on Wednesday where we talk about all things happening in the town that we love. Have a great Monday, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.